you all the third important topic, uterus from the female reproductive system. Now children, first move to the theoretical part and then we will be moving to the diagram, the best part of biology to understand. Now, this uterus is also called as metra, hystera, and it is also known as mother's womb. Once in the competitive exams, the term related to hystera has been asked that what do you mean by hysterectomy? Children, hysterectomy means removal of uterus. Usually you might have heard from your elders that certain problems have been arised in the uterus of the female and the doctors have suggested them to remove the uterus. So it is hysterectomy is a part where your uterus is removed from the female reproductive system. Now children, let us move to the further theory that uterus is inverted, pear-shaped, hollow muscular structure. We will be understanding in the diagram. Now, just for your knowledge, you just know that uterus is an inverted pear-shaped structure and the whole structure is hollow. Then, now let us move to the parts of the uterus. So, this uterus is made up of three important parts and those three important parts are fundus, cornua and body. Body is also called as corpus. Now children, fundus, uppermost part of the uterus, cornua is the corners of the, by the name only you can understand cornua, made by corners, it is in the corner, and then body is the main body of the uterus. Now this three parts and the structure we will be understanding in the diagram. So children, now let us move to the diagram. You can see that I have drawn the diagram of uterus. I haven't made fallopian tube, ovary and all because today we need only the uterus part. So only the uterus part and the vagina part has been shown in the diagram. Now let us know how the three parts look here in the diagram. I told you all that uterus is made up of three parts, fundus, cornua and corpus, which is also called as body. Now let us see those three parts in the diagram. You can see children, this dome shaped structure with a green color. This dome shaped structure in a green color. This structure is the fundus part of uterus, which is the uppermost part of the uterus. Now the second part was cornua. Cornua is the corners, by the name only you can understand. So this is a corner. So corner where these two corners of the uterus are opening into the fallopian tube. From here suppose your fallopian tube will be there. So these fallopian tubes are opening here in this section. And this section is called as cornua. Then this body part, which is I have shown in a red color, this body is your main part of the uterus, which is also called as corpus. Now children, these were the three parts, your fundus, cornua and body. Now children, let us move to the body part again. Now this body part, if you remember, in the structure, when I have explained the whole structure of uterus, I told you all that uterus is made up of three muscular walls, three muscular layers. And those three muscular layers were, the outer layer was perimetrium, the middle layer was myometrium and the inner layer was endometrium. So those three layers, now those three layers are present children in this body part. This body part, your perimetrium, myometrium and endometrium lies. Now let us know where are they. If I consider this outermost part, this outermost muscular part is called as perimetrium. This is your perimetrium. If I consider this middle part, now children, why it is named perimetrium? It is named peri. By the word only peri you can understand. Peri means periphery, outer boundary, and metrium is used for the word uterus, motherhood. So this peri, so the outer layer of the uterus is perimetrium. Now children, the middle portion, this middle muscular layer is called as myometrium. This is called as myometrium. Why myo? Myo means muscle, muscular layer. So this muscular layer, middle muscular layer is present in the uterus. And then children, the last, the innermost wall is called as endometrium. This is called as endometrium. Children, the best way to learn biology is to learn the diagrams. If you understand the diagrams properly and if you learn the names in the diagram itself, the biology becomes very easy. So here, by the name only you can understand. Endo. Endo means inner part, inside. So the innermost wall, innermost muscular wall of the uterus is called endometrium. So children, this whole body of the uterus is made up of 3 muscular walls. The inner wall is your endometrium, the middle wall is your myometrium, and the outer wall is your perimetrium. During menstruation cycle in the females, this endometrium shades off. We will be studying in the later parts. So this was your about the body. Now children, what is this body? This body is the inferior and the narrow part. This is the narrow inferior part of the uterus. And where is this part opening? This narrow inferior part is opening into the cervix. This is opening into the cervix. So then this cervix is opening into the vagina. Now children, again I am telling you all that this is the uppermost part, which is fundus, which is opening near the oviduct, fallopian tube. Then the second part is cornua. Cornua is a part where fallopian tubes are opening, corners. And then your body, narrow inferior part, which is called corpus, body, and it is opening into the cervix. Now let us children elaborate the structure of uterus in more detail. Few minutes back I told you all that uterus is made up of 3 walls. The body of the uterus is made up of 3 walls, that is your perimetrium, myometrium and endometrium. Now let us discuss in more detail about that, which is some extra points other than the NCERT book. Now this perimetrium, if I start with, this is the outermost layer of the body of the uterus and it is a covering of the peritoneum. This is an important point. Now, if I move little innerward inside the uterus, then the middle portion, I told you all that it is myometrium. Now that myometrium is made up of smooth muscles. These smooth muscles plays very important role during the pregnancy period, during the gestation, after the gestation period, when the child fetus inside the mother's womb has completely developed and the time for its oozing out from the body has come through the birth canal. So the time of birth of the baby has come. So during that moment inside the uterus, a type of contraction is created, and that contraction is created because of these smooth muscle. This is a special type of contraction which is taking place inside the body of the uterus. Now, what is that function? How that contraction helps? That contraction helps during the delivery of a baby. During the delivery of the baby means that during the time of birth of the baby. Now, this is the main function, but leaving this, when the intercourse process is going on between the couples, then at that time also a special contraction is needed inside the body, inside the uterus. So during that time also this myometrium, having a smooth muscle, plays a very important role. So children, but the special function is that it helps in the birth of the baby. Now we are moving to the inner part, endometrium, which is the innermost layer of the uterus. Just now diagrammatically you have understood that endometrium is the innermost layer, narrower layer within the, it makes the inner lining of the uterus. So it is your glandular layer inside the inner lining, which is making the inner lining of the uterus. And this endometrium is undergoing the cyclic changes during the menstruation. Now in females a special process goes on which is called as menstruation cycle, and during this menstruation cycle this innermost layer of the endometrium is ruptured and they get shed off from the body of the uterus. So this happens because of different cyclic changes inside the body. So this endometrium plays a very important role during those cyclic changes and it causes menstruation cycle in the females. Now children, slowly, now we are from the perimetrium, myometrium, we have reached to endometrium. And this endometrium is the innermost layer and this will be opening into the cervix. Now let us understand the structure of the cervix in detail. Now children, this cervix is the part which joins the anterior wall of the vagina and opens into it. Then the cavity present in cervix is called cervical cavity, cervical canal. And the cervix has two parts called as internal OS and external OS. Now diagrammatically let us understand that what is cervix. Which part is called cervix? It is very simple to understand in the diagram. Now children, you can see this purple color, this small part is your cervix. Now you can see that your uterus is opening a narrow canal and this part is your cervix from here to here. Now and posteriorly, anteriorly you can see that anteriorly it is opening into your vagina. So cervix, this is uterus, this is cervix and this is vagina. So cervix leads into vagina. Now I told you that your cervix is having two parts. Two parts means one opening you can see it over here and the other opening you can see it over here. So this one, this opening is called as internal OS. It is called as internal OS. And this one, this opening is called as external OS. So cervix is having two openings. The first, internal OS. Uterus is opening into the cervix. So that opening is called as internal OS. And when this cervix is opening outside into the vagina, then it is called as external OS. Now in between this internal OS and external OS, this cavity is present. This cavity. And the name of this cavity is your cervical cavity. This is cervical canal or cervical cavity. Now this internal OS opens into vagina. Now children, if we come to the function of the uterus, hope till yet whatever I have explained about the structure of uterus and the structure of cervix is clear to you all. Now let us move to the function of uterus. Uterus is purposely meant. If I consider the structure of endometrium, the inner lining of the body of uterus, it is present there. And it is causing menstruation cycle in case of females because of cyclic changes. Then this uterus is a place where after the formation of zygote in the fallopian tube, this zygote transfers into the uterus and then it gets developed over there into embryo and fetus. I'll repeat this point. The fertilization process, you all know that it takes place inside the fallopian tube. But what happens after that? Zygote is formed. That zygote from the fallopian tube is transferred into the uterus and they are implanted in the wall of endometrium for their further development of embryo and fetus. So these are the two main functions of the uterus. First, where your development of the zygote takes place, and second, if that development is not taking place, then due to cyclic changes, endometrium present inside the uterus will get shed off and it will cause menstruation cycle. Children, whatever I have explained till yet in this session about the structure of uterus, this was very important for competitive point as well as for your board exams. The structures which I have told you all about the endometrium, myometrium, perimetrium, among that endometrium is very important. So hope you all have understood the session today.